Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, James. Jeff. Good morning. Jose, how are you? Ken, Panos, good to see you. Pat, good morning. And Omer. We have a captain set up on the 70 NT Rinko already, right off the bat to start us off this morning. And we're getting a little bit of a retest of Harmony zone number 1. So let's take a quick look at the overall market, including Bitcoin that's been on a tear. We are at close to target number 5 in the sequence. The next target is 19,200. Pullbacks are buyable against this structure of between 18,000 to 18,200. So that is an instrument on the move, and that has implications on the overall crypto market. Let's take a look on the rest here. Crude. That's interesting. They put a captain setup short and they're retesting it right now. This is a very critical candle. Here comes the market running up against that captain setup. On the 70 NT Rinko moving higher. Target right now is you really have to kind of pass this zone that we are in, which we are doing it above 440 and go to the second zone. But let's just go run through the rest of the instruments here. Pullback, you need to see 1876 out of Russell for longs. Gold, that's a buy signal continuation trade long with a stop under Globex at 1898.8. You're looking at ES on the 50 NT Rinko. We need to break above 39.8375 for a long so we could buy the pullbacks. Right now, we're experiencing a little bit of a lift in the market, but ultimately we have to see that level come in before we participate. Let's see, NQ, a reversal candle today so far. So that is just a little bit of selling pressure coming in. And you have a level of 380. I mean, look at this market running up. That captain setup on the 70 NT Rinko is beautiful. Gold hit target number 2 at 19,1200.3. A beautiful formation. And pullbacks are buyable, but the odds are we're going to experience a little bit of a pullback. We hit level 2 on NQ right now, and we're pulling back. In ES, a reversal candle, so you really have to go all the way to break above 4,000. 4,000 is a critical psychological number. Let's focus on NQ and ES right now. The market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko. We got a switch trade right here, pushing the market lower. Ken, good morning. Brad, good morning. Killer B, good morning. So we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. So the market tested Harmony Zone 1 and Harmony Zone 2, and they're pulling back. So if they put on a cloud negative, and also a harmony wave short that will set the stage for selling pressure. I'm going to post some orders below the market here, 2 of them, just to make sure that we are in sync. I'm going to do some on the upside. Cancel. Okay, so here we go. Right, so no harmony wave short so far. We're going to spend that first half an hour. I'll tell you, this thing is, if we break 450, that is a captain setup switch trade long on the 70 NT Rinko. And the next target will be 60 into the 70 zone. So that is going to be an area of interest right now. A break above 50. And I have to get aggressive with that idea. Wow. All right. My stop on that rotation is 16. So I'm going to be trading in a range, and you have to be very careful with the risk. I'm taking a little bit more risk than usual, right? Here we go. That's not what I want to see. I took that second contract off right here. We're hitting that level one more time, and I wanna give it a bit of time. But that's it. We should be in the 70s right now. We should be in the 70s right now, especially this early in the morning. So the market is just gonna, play a game here. So I don't want to get involved. Took my money, moved on. They want to play games, they can play it without me. All right. So what did that make us trades? Here we go. So that made us 256. Let's keep working. Could see them that they're just tossing people around between those 2 levels. That's fine. Good morning, KK. How are you? Yes, it's consolidating. There's a little bit of pressure going on here in this market against these levels. And that's what I kind of needed to see a push above target number 265 so we can get into the 70s fairly quickly, and the market is not behaving correctly. So I was like, all right, we're out of here. But the signal is a good one though. Captain setup, switch trade on the 70 NT Rinko. Now we have a harmony wave short. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay. So they did this harmony wave, disconnected it right here at 41, and off we go. So we have at the top of the hour preliminary US UOM, excuse me, consumer sentiment and preliminary inflation expectations. The top of the hour, that's going to be a big piece of news, and we just need to be careful with it here. This market closes this candle, I'm going to get in short and look for a flush. I'm going to keep it very tight. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go and break even. And thank you. That's trade number 2. That is, we made $200 off of that deal, 462. Moving on to the next decision. Mario, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mike, Mike, how are you? Good morning, good morning. We got Adam. Pleasure to see you, sir. Good morning. Gary, how are you, sir? Good morning. Oh, look at that beauty right here, huh? Now the market is in sync between the 200 and the 100, and off they go to lower prices. Now they're coming into the body of the captain setup on the 70 into Rinko. So that puts us in a position where we need to kind of be very careful how the 410 to the 400 is getting treated. You may get some buyers coming in there trying to, play a game. So we took two decisions so far. One on the captain setup switch trade on the 70 NT Runco long from 49 into the 50, almost the 59. Took two contracts on that one. Then we took short one contract at 51.50 into 41. One short, one long, both profitable. Sheila, good morning. How are you? Captain set up long on the 40 NT Rinko. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, on the 30 NT Rinko. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, that's just that's one reason, Panos. Second one is the fact that you got a switch trade right there too. So you see that little structure here where the market went down one candle, up one candle, down one candle. That's a switch trade, and I typically don't take him there. But the fact that we came into the second to this level one more time, and like here go 1, 2, 3, pull 1, 2 into it again, and really my trade had a stop of 58.75. That's why I moved my stop very quickly to that level, and it's either going to work or not. And it's a push away from harmony zone number 2. So they needed to do that very quickly. It's either going to work or not. My stop is less than 8 points, and it needed to produce. Now you're getting another harmony wave short. Market is pushing. It's 8:45. It's one of those things where I need to just be careful. You got a captain set up short that they put on ES at 70 toward 39.67. So they're rolling that over right now. See how they're behaving though. The ES is making a bigger moves right now. That tells me that there is a two-sided market with both sides trying to figure out this zone, and it's a choppy zone. So you got two big levels to look for. You need to break above 478 or break down below the 25s, and the 10 actually. So that the 78 will set the stage for the market to be long on a swing trade basis, and a break below that 10 will lead us to closing this candle lower, which is at 378. Then we can test this trend line and see if market has momentum on the downside. And they're playing that game right now between the longs that are defending these levels and the shorts that are persistent, to be honest with you right now. So if you look at the 200 NT and the 100 NT Rinko, this market is out of sync. So with that information, what do I do? What do we do? It's a scalping opportunities only, and you have to be very precise. And we are coming up on a piece of news right now at the top of the hour, which is going to be a market mover. So I don't want to be stuck in a trade trying to, work a trade during this time into news. So I think patience here, and wait. And wait for what? Wait for the 78 to show up, wait for the 10 to show up, or wait for something significant as far as market structure, beyond just testing harmony zone 1 or 2. Like, okay, we tested it enough. I don't want to play that game anymore. I want to look for something a little bit bigger. So they keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. At 7 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, you don't. Okay. All right, all right, all right. See how they put a switch trade up, switch trade down, and they're just playing that game. And you have this level up here at 478 to contend with. So, what is the game plan right now? What are we waiting on? We're waiting on that level up here to happen. And we're also waiting on the top of the hour to happen for the news. Mm. Yeah. Go. See how close we got to it? We really need to break above it. You can't, market cannot do this. They cannot just get here and just get faded because that will have big consequences to price action. So we need to shortly see a reversal back up, and it could happen once the news hits. That's coming up in 3 minutes. Make sure you protect yourself. This is a red folder. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, there's a maybe. Well, it's not maybe. Here comes 1 minute. 1 minute. Discretionary. And news. Boom. Hit it. They hit it. All right. Let's see what they want to do with this news. Run it, and run it some more. Okay. So the next target is coming up. 504. You have a lot of price delay. How is my price in comparison to everybody else first? And if you have price delay, exit your connection and reconnect back. Disconnect your connection, disconnect your Ninja Trader, and get back in. That typically works. Okay, Jose. So we're good. I think it's just a local issue with Adam. So reset your computer if you have to. And if it continues, reset your router. All right, so Harmony Wave short right here. Market struggling. Yeah, rhythmic. No, I'm with you on that one, Panos. It does happen. We see it happen. We may get a retest of or a test of Harmony Zone number one here with the way this price is moving. But ultimately, the 200 into Rinko is in sync with the 100, and the next target is that target up there that we are looking for. We came so ever close to it at 504. I think we came up to almost 500, which is a whole number, and the market reacted to it by a pullback. But ultimately, we need to get and break that level. That's the next level. I mean, they could flush the market a little bit, test Harmony Zone 1, and then come back to take out that whole number. We just have to see how they position themselves. Right now, they're putting a channel on the downside on the 20 NT Rinko against that behavior on the 200, and the market is out of sync here. Remember, Martin Luther King holiday is on Monday, and that is, let's take a look here. So it's a half day in the futures market. And typically when the market is a half a day, we take the day off. We're not in the, we're not gonna play around when the volume is out of whack. All right, here comes the switch trade right here. We should see a little bit of a push down in this market into the potentially the 62. We want to see that assumption. I want to see how they handle this one here. So basically Monday is off for us. Yeah. That's not what they should be doing here. Yeah. They're coming for it. So if the shorts are to take hold right here, they should have showed a little bit more conviction, because that type of formation right here would establish a new harmony wave and push below that level to test this level. And the fact that they just did this number tells me that the longs are who's in charge as we speak. We got switch trade on 70 into Urenco. And off you go. Here you go, Adam. Good job. Good job. You know what Gary says, right? Gary says, be green and be gone. That's his famous word right there. I'm stealing it from him. Something about going on. No. It's all about be green, and in your case, stay home because you're already at home. Especially on a Friday. Okay, okay, okay. They're coming here. They're coming for it. They're coming for that retest. I mean, know they may want to flush some people here. 7. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So they're testing it. They're bouncing off that level, which is a good thing to see from the long perspective. Now let's see if we can get ourselves into a harmony wave long. All right, all right, all right. This is promising for the longs right here, the way they just behaved. Hey, Jeff, I like it. I like it. Good job, buddy. Here, see, Jeff knows what to do. He's green and he's gone. Way gone. I like it. Good work, buddy. Another switch trade. We should see a burst of energy to the upside here. Against that 94. Yeah, we don't want to see a captain set up short right here. $5.05. Go. Here it comes. The target for this is going to be, what is that? 528. Here it comes. Nice, nice. The ultimate target is going to be 528, and that's the close of the 200 into Rinko. Mhm. Yep, yep. The longs are still there. They're still buying on pullbacks. I mean, they established this new harmony wave. That was a good one. And the target of this harmony wave is the 28. And that's coming up. How's everybody doing so far? We got a couple of early winners and gone. Well, Adam is here, but Jeff, how's Brad doing? Mike, up small. Medium green, Brad. Omer, no trades, break even, Pat. DJ, how we doing? You came a little bit late, I think. We had two early trades that worked just right on the money. Gary, how's Gary doing? Sheila, James, Joseph. How are you, Joseph? Mario, good job, Mario. 350. One more, huh? Beware of the one more. Good morning, Joseph. How is Ken doing? KK doing? Killer B. Green. I like green. All right. So across the board, we're stable. We're making money, either small or big. Okay, that's fine. It's early. It's early, Sheila. So yeah, Captain set up short on that 40 NT Rinko. So we may get a little bit of a push against that 515. We may end up seeing that 9080 level again. Which switch? Oh, this one? You squeezed 5 points out of that? How did you do that? That's pretty good. All right, I'm going to show you guys something here very quickly. And anyway, see that one? That was a good switch trade, by the way. It just I don't want to go against the 200 and the 100 in this environment. But that's a good spot right there. You got to switch trade up, switch trade down, switch trade down. This one didn't go much of anywhere, but I'm going to show you something that's coming up for all of us. And but you have to give me time to perfect it. Right? So you see this? See the changes in color. I'm working on an algorithm to uh, basically try to capture trends, and within the trends that we see, and signify it with change in color. So that's the first thing. Second, that captain setups and switch trades right now are things that will change color when they come up. Like, see this one right here? That's a switch trade, change color. This is another switch trade, change color. This one switch trade changed, 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 changed. So now let's take a look at a captain setup if we can find one here. Okay, captain setup, change color. So you'll be able to see that as it happens. And so the white mean that the market is in transition from one state to the other. All right, so when I go in here, you'll be able to come in here and put a pattern. See what I'm saying? Like, for example, we know what a captain setup is. Sorry guys, this is kind of a little bit important. So I'll talk about it for a little bit, and we'll go back to reading the market. But like a captain setup is, for example, a captain setup short is long one candle, long the second one, short the third, long the fourth, short the fifth one. So I can literally put the orientation of the candle and produce a pattern, and then detect that pattern and change its colors according to this pattern or color grid. So if you want to look only for captain setup switch trades, you could literally code it in this pattern coder and have it change color as it's progressing through the candles. So your eye would be aware of it. So along with, so neutral is white, long is green, obviously, and short is red. And basically neutral, that you went from one state to the other, but you have a neutral state between them. And and the neutral state is designed to kind of filter out some of the false breakouts that the market produces. And then there's a bit of tolerance that we could add to it if we need to. And this is how many candles we look back to run the algo on that type of deal. So that would be, once that is completely done to my satisfaction, that will be part of what I'll send you guys as a added feature to the software. We're always looking for ways to improve. So they put a captain setup long right here. I mean, the longs are in charge. Captain setup switch trade. Here you go. And off we go. it's grinding. It's grinding higher, and the next target is not too far away. It's about 10 points away. So this is not a. We came and tested the harmony level number one here, and we never truly went back to it. I mean, we came close here, came back and made a higher low with a captain set up long, made a switch trade here, pulled back, and now the market is stabilizing. So this is overall a long grinding market, two targets. So that's my orientation. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are in sync on the long side. We're coming into Globex. Globex is 528, which happens to be the next target. So that's probably why we're seeing a little bit of hesitation in this price as we get to that level, because that area is it's true balance. It's the open of the Globex session. And we're coming up to that level soon here. Here we go. That's Globex right here. I mean, we came to the tick. I mean, that's amazing, actually. We should. Uh, they, well, I mean, I guess they could do that. They could come to the tick and then come and crash it down. You just have to be careful here. I mean, that Globex area is notorious for this type of behavior. It's interesting right here. Yeah, we should see a bounce out of this here. Gonna go in long here. Put a stop right there. I don't want to see a captain setup short. If I do, I'm gonna get out quick. I'm gonna move. Well, I mean, I don't want to move too quickly here, but I'm gonna go break even on this thing. It may be a mistake, but most likely it is a mistake, but that's fine. It just I'm not liking the fact that we came in that close to breaking making it a captain setup. Yeah, we bounced right back up, but we're coming across this zone up here, and I'm like, all right, what should I have expected here? It's just a quick continuation to 16, and they're dancing around here, and that's fine. I'll just basically pass on this trade and give the market a little bit more time. What would be more actionable for me is like literally where we at. We're in the Globex zone right now, and that Globex zone is slow, grindy, and long for the most part, but it's just not a smooth price action. And we're coming to a profound resistance area right here at 528.50. So to me, I'm like, okay, if they give me a switch trade here, what should I expect very quickly? I should expect a harmony wave long, a push to the 16, and then an attempt into the 20 to break the 28. That's what I should expect. Now, what the market is telling me, it's slow, it's long, it's choppy. With that information, it's either going to work quickly or I'm going to go break even and just take risk off. Yeah, I think there is an element of yeah, here we go. See, if they put another switch trade right here, now things are going to start looking a little bit better for that idea. There you go. Okay. So here you go, Jose. I know you're going to say it, right? They're waiting on me to get out. Mm. And off we go. Off we go. Off we go. I'm comfortable with that. I'm okay with this idea here. I had an expectation. They did not fulfill it quick enough. Maybe, just Take risk off. No harmony wave long. Hitting Globex. Globex is a balance area. And pullbacks are buyable on signals. ES is the same thing as well. We hit target number 2. We're very close to the whole number 4,000. That's been a critical level. All right, the next target is to the upside, and it's 553. ES, it's about to hit Globex. Globex is 4,003, and it's been struggling with this 4,000 number. So expect a bit of resistance to that jump up there. Let's take a look here where we at for the day. We're up 458, 68 after commission. And up 66.47 since the beginning of the year. Small profits, couple of big profits here. Everything else is just slow and steady. Not too many contracts. That's the equity curve. So let's just keep working. Yeah, these are the three decisions I made. I think 2 contract trade, 1 contract trade, and 1 contract trade. So we're up 458. Mario, did you find your trade? Joseph, how are we doing today? Oh, thank you, Pat. Yeah, thank you, Pat. I just saw that now. Captain set up short on ES at 96. So we're most likely going to get a little bit of a push lower here. That's going to affect NASDAQ. Waiting for something juicy, huh? All right. I think everybody else is doing the same thing. I mean, here, if the market was so kind of giving, I mean, I feel like we're understanding what's going on. It's just the kind of the personality of the day on a Friday ahead of a 3-day holiday is kind of slow and quiet and grindy to the upside. And there's not a lot of commotion or action. There's few signals here and there. If we had a lot more action, then I, kind of personally would say, oh yeah, okay, let's get active, let's trade, let's just keep going. But if the market is doing what it's doing right now, and especially where we are literally in the middle of the Globex band and right at Globex. This area is notorious for choppy, trappy behavior. And typically, at best, it's the type of environment where I scalp with the minimum amount of contract, and the majority of time I'll just leave it alone. So, kind of with that information, the market is just not. It gave us the money it gave us early on, and we're gonna keep watching it. But I'm gonna be apprehensive about just jumping in anywhere and be hyperactive here. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect, Adam, and I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have things that we are improving and getting better and better and better at in our trading. Um, I was sharing the story with some. I think, who was it? I think James yesterday. Yeah. When I started trading, it was what, 20 years ago. I was in a prop firm, and I was the lead trader on the floor. And it was a turning point for me too. I looked at my brokerage statement for that day, and I had 120 trades, 100 round trips, and I was trading stocks and options at that time. Um, and I paid $2,500 in commission. And I was up, I think, $10 for the day. And I sat and I looked at that statement over and over and over. And I could still see the because I was trading Microsoft all day long. I see Microsoft. And I look at the bottom of it's $2,500 in commission, up $10. I'm like, okay. So I'm just literally making my broker rich. And I'm spinning my wheels here. That didn't make sense to me. I was like, I have to be better than that. I have to trade a lot more precisely to where it's not the case. So that experience just kind of taught me, like, listen, the more you trade, the more chances you'll have of of inefficiency creeping into your trading system. So then I start thinking about it. It's like, okay, when is my trading the best? So I looked at thousands and thousands and thousands of trades over years and years of trading. It's like, when do I do my best? It turns out it's not the first half an hour. I lose money in the first half an hour. And it's not the end of the day. It's 50-50 at the end of the day. But between 9 o'clock to Central Time to about 10:15, 10:30 max, that is my kill zone. That's the time in which I am surgical with this market. So now I have basically about an hour in my day that I need to be on my best behavior and get my job done, and then move on with the rest of my day. If you find yourself trading all day long, you're doing it wrong. If you find yourself doing 50 trades, you're not efficient. And most likely you're losing money. So you have to find your premium optimal performance time and optimal performance behavior, and just stick to it. Do it over and over and over, and become an expert at that time frame, at that signal. You'll be up during the day at some point. Learn how to walk away. I mean, all this conversation is actually more important than a trading system, because you could have a beautiful, successful trading system and still screw it up because you don't have the rest of the aspects of your trading uh, honed down. It's almost like you have to make a rule, and the rule says the following: between 8:30 in the morning to 9, I am watching the market and learning the personality. Between 9 and 10:15, 10:30, I'm taking very specific signals, and at 1 minute after 10:30, you're only closing existing positions. You're not opening anything after that. It doesn't matter if you're up money, doesn't matter if you're down money. That is the rule. And you make that a habit. And over time, you build confidence in yourself that you can do what you said you're going to do, and you will basically you have you force yourself to be more efficient during that time because you know that is it. You're done. That clock ticks, Cinderella. You're done. And you make that a habit. And then you become better and better and better at execution, at identifying the signals, and then you know whatever result that you have during that time, it's done. Like there's no fighting to make anything back past that time, and there's no trying to make more money after that time. It's just simply your day is over. And just do that for a couple of weeks, a month. You become a totally different trader. It will solve a lot of the problems that you're experiencing, Adam. And not just you. I mean, we're all experiencing that. I mean, me and Kin talked about that yesterday too. I was having the same exact problem you're talking about. How did I solve it? I solved it by turning my machine on with money in my account and just watch the market for a whole week and not put a single trade. And I trained myself to be in front of something that would look so exciting. And I know the areas where I could have made money and I just don't act. So it desensitized me from the emotional attachment to price. So if the price goes up, I don't feel anything. When the price goes down, I don't feel anything. I laugh it off. And that by itself is freedom and a win. That makes sense to you. So they're coming back to zone number one. So they hit Globex. They're expanding away from it. They came back to zone number one, tested it, and they're bouncing off of it. A good formation would be, and it's conservative formation, would be for the market to shift the cloud positive and produce another harmony wave, which means that they need to consolidate here, put a base, a higher low, and show us the capacity to trade between 15 to 25 and produce a harmony wave long along with the cloud positive. That tells me that the longs are serious in this area. Now there was a scalping opportunity right here off that level. Yeah, they ran down about 7-8 points. I mean 7-8 candles in ES. And that captain set up short on ES actually produced because they did this captain setup. They came, tested it once, tested it twice, broke to the bottom end of the Globex band. They put on a switch trade right here, and we are pushing. Here you go. Target number 3. And 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 are out of sync. So the overall structure in the market right now is getting pushed around, and we're not solely long in this market. Hey, Khaled, how are you, buddy? What did you miss? We had 3 decisions. Market basically bounced off the open into Globax, and now it's consolidating. And we had one. This is where we at for the day. That's what you missed. $4.58. Okay, good job, Brad. So we're going to second harmony zone right here, and that's an area where the market needs to show capacity to hold. So when the market was trading right here, we were looking for a new harmony wave long. That never happened. And now you had a switch trade and a push lower and a new harmony wave short to test this zone down here. So it needs to hold. It doesn't hold, then there's trouble. There's trouble for traders that are long. See that Globex? So we're under the Globex band right now, and we're right into this zone. 6. Good job, Ken. Good job. Good job. Enjoy yourself. Ooh, look at that. 6. See if we have one more. I mean, we're not too far off from breaking this level. Oh, I see that one. That's a good one, actually. Yeah. You like those. You seem to like those signals. Failure of a captain into a switch trade. Oh, okay. So if the cloud is short, you're just doing it that way. Here you go. Now they're gonna bounce it around and try to defend. They're gonna try to defend this area right here. At least we're getting a little bit more action. Yeah, they're gonna punch it up a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's yes, yes, Adam. YM is part of the CME. Here you go. CME E-mini Dow $5 futures and options. It's CME. So it should be part of your package. You check with your provider, make sure that they, you have that in there, or they have it enabled for you. Could be. See, they came up to that level. They put a double bottom and ran it up. They put a captain setup on the 30 into Rinco, as well, and they pushed it higher. See that? There you go. That's a nice one. I mean, they came so everly. That's a trap. That's the way they did this is very trappy. But we had our level, first level, we bounced off of it, but never produced a harmony wave. Now we have, it looks like we're about to, bouncing off that second level. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Mike. Good job. Well, it looks like you found it. Oh, no, no, no. It's the first touches, Mike. First or second touch is just about all that it does. Now, you don't want to keep trying it over and over and over. Yeah, I see that. But that first attempt, so I mean, take a look. I mean, if you're gonna, yeah, and here we go. That's two, Pat. That's a good one. EU close. So you're coming into that, and market is going to start playing around here. But the first touch, that's the first touch, and you got a bounce off of it. Didn't materialize to anything bigger, but that's fine. You could manage that. Second touch. I mean, that's the first touch of that second harmony wave. Boom. Okay. Then they bring it back into it. I'm not too keen. At this point, I need more information from the market. And what is that information? I want it. Well, they produced a cloud positive. Okay, great. Show me a new harmony wave. Then, I'll start looking at a signal at the beginning of the new harmony wave and go from there. So when they start testing it twice and three times, I'm asking the market for confirmation and more information. And I'm not just gonna take that first touch. It's not a first touch anyway. It's the second touch. Yeah, it worked very well there. At 62, ah, uh, it's actually a captain set up long on the 30 NT wrinkle with an entry at 76. And that has to hold for the longs. So, I mean, they're coming to it. So that area is posing a bit of, I mean, you could tell the market is slowing down a little bit here, but the structure, the way they're moving is not healthy for that price action. The target, if they close 53, will be the close of the 200 NT Rinko, and that will set the stage for selling pressure to pick up momentum in and around the 20 to the 15. Absolutely, there's a lot of stops right there. And the analogy Panos put on is legit. It's like kicking a door. At some point, it's going to give in. Just keep kicking, 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 boom. You're running through all the supply that's in here. And then you're going to get that push. But again, we may not take this pullback, but if we start firming up and making a higher low and then producing a harmony wave long, then yes. When traders look at this, what do they see? They see a captain set. Well, they don't see the captain setup anyway, but they see a double bottom on the 1 minute or the 5 minute. Actually, yeah, they wouldn't see it on the 5 minute. They'll see it on the 1 minute, and then a retest of it. So they start buying right here, and that's how they would get trapped. So if we don't break the 503, then everybody that's buying here is going to get flushed out. That's exactly how they get rolled over. Exactly. So you got to think, when you're looking at price, you're not looking at price. You are looking at who is playing right now. What type of a trader is actually playing right now? And where would he stop himself out? And when will he panic out of his position? You're playing poker at a higher level. So anybody that's playing right now is is thinking in terms of aggressive double bottom play. And he's looking for it to hold and is looking for it to break 85. Then ultimately he's going to get rewarded above 504. That's what he's thinking. Let's see if he's successful. I mean, they're putting a switch trade right here. So that could push the price to that 85 right now. The market is out of sync between the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT wrinkle. So that, here you go, that 85 is right there. So that trader is getting a little bit of reward, and some traders are jumping in right now. It's like, oh, it's safe. The coast is safe. Jump in, boys. It's a double bottom. And signs of trouble. Let's see. At above 86, yeah. The captain set up long even on ES on the 6 NT wrinkle. So, I mean, they're trying. I mean, they're putting a legitimate try here. I don't want to be cynical of either side. I just want to simply read it accurately. I mean, they could put a switch trade right here, and that'll be the catalyst for the flush. Here it comes. Here it comes. You know, you're most likely going to hit target number one, and now you're breaking the captain setup on ES, and the expectation here is even if they bounce it to make a lower high than then we're going to target number two, which is 449. And that's how you flush everybody that just did not recognize what we're dealing with here. That now the question is, can they put another switch trade? Yeah, let them put another switch trade. That would be good on that idea. Here you go. All right, so you got to protect the 73 and the 79 and push. Yeah, no, I see that, Omer, and that's why it's a bit difficult here, and it's taking a little bit of time. But you know, you're seeing those two cap switch trades, and the idea here is to see a flush under 63 into the 16 that will take you to the full 49. And I'm not gonna short it, but it's because I don't want to see that happen. What we're seeing right now. So if we have momentum market and we have a lot of action, they will zip right through that. And you're just not getting a lot of conviction. So if I'm short here, I'm short here. I'm keeping it very, very tight. 74. Okay. So they're putting a captain setup here. All right. Okay. So you're testing the 30 NT wrinkle captain setup. If you go anything above 83, you produce another captain setup on 40 NT wrinkle, and that will be bullish. Okay. How did we do, Panos? What's the final verdict? Okay. Good job. Good work. It's a Friday. Enjoy it, my friend. Here they come again. Oh yeah. Yeah. See that? It was a little bit faster too. Here it comes. So Omer, we're gonna be on the lookout for another switch trade, right? Well, here you go. They just spent they're spending time getting there. I mean, that's all there is to it here. Run, force run. You're back in it. I'm taking 75. Good, good. 75, 55, 20 points. Start taking profits, Adam. You're not too far away from 5. Yeah, yeah. Start taking profits. You got 20 points. Take it. Take some. You may get a bigger move. You got to take some along the way. Oh yeah. I mean, if we break, we're we came and bounced right off that level, which is that's the target. That's the target for this. Then you got the next target is 449. The target after that is 433. I mean, they're gonna put another switch trade right here. That would be funny. Then flush. That would be interesting. Yeah. See how close we got. We definitely, absolutely need to break below 53 and a quarter. We can't just hold on to these levels like that. It the you know that would, if this level holds up and we break above 80, um yeah, that would be an issue. So the shorts need to come in there and show some strength and bust right through that level at 53. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't want to see that. Well, I mean, really, what we want to see is conviction and momentum below that 55. No, that's not good. I mean, look where we at though. I mean, we're right at the bottom end of the Globex band. That's amazing right there, man. That's really amazing that they're doing this. They're taking it to the tick, and they need to show strength here. I mean, the shorts need to show strength. Otherwise, you're gonna get a rubber band reaction that could push us to 500, and then off you go from there. And that's the operative word, Adam, in the old days, and those days are gone. Now you're a better and better and better trader. You're reading the market. You're reading the participants. Captain set up short on ES. So that's going to be a catalyst for the push again toward that low and the break below 53. So the expectation here is to see that energy push now. You're getting a captain set up on the 30 and T-Rinco, captain set up short on ES. So here it's just a point of inflection where the market can start picking up some steam. And the stop on that is anything above 82. I'm just gonna be watching here. It needs to break the 53. They're just like fading it, keep fading it. It's just the personality of the day today. It's a lot of test and retest. It's nothing is really just smooth sailing in a direction. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Let's go. We know where we know that you want it. You want that 50s. You want to break to the 40s and the 39, 33s. You just they're just chewing through these levels and popping people. It's just gonna, here we go. That should be it right here. Should be it right here. 63. That switch trade. Well, yeah, I mean this. I'm not trading any of this. I'm reading it. It's just there's not a lot of momentum, a lot of action. So I'm just gonna simply read the behavior and see how well I'm in sync with how the price is moving. You have a captain set up switch trade on the 30 into Rinko, by the way. So as long as we continue to trade under that 80, uh, we can get that break below that 53, and it has to happen. And on ES, you had a captain setup and a retest of it. So really conviction is going to happen under 53. Right now, they're just playing games. Like watching the color dry, paint dry. See that switch trade right here, that should have produced momentum. That switch trade right here also should have produced momentum, but it came in a little bit later. So what should have been a powerful sell signal is not treated at something that the market fears. It's literally they're just buying it back up here. They bought it back here but failed. So that just tells me, there's buyers coming in here. And here you go, we're separating away from that 80. It would be absolutely amazing if they are like 2 ticks away from that close and they reverse it all the way to Globex. The amount of trapping that they've done here is epic. And that'll be the story of the day. If that level holds, oh boy. And how would I know that it's a firm hold? You break anything above the 505. You break anything above the 505, then you pull back and you hold that to a higher low. Watch out. That's it for me, guys. I mean, it's 11 o'clock. It's a Friday. We had 3 decisions. And this is how we're doing so far. So we're gonna call it a day. And we're gonna go enjoy a 3-day holiday. And we'll be fresh coming in on Tuesday. If you guys have any questions for me, just let me know. You know how to reach me. And you guys have a blessed one. How did we end up, Mike? Adam, any good? Brad, you hit your goal. Gary, I haven't heard from you. Sheila, you're on the sideline. James, any trades? Uh-oh. You gave some back, Adam? Yeah. Up 700 on 2 trades. Good job, Mike. Joseph, how we doing, Joseph? Jose, Khaled. You told me you're up a little bit of money early on. Killer B. Same to you, James. KK. I haven't heard much from you today. Mario, Jose up 25. Still in the trade. I'm assuming long, right? Green and staying away, KK. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah. Safe. How is Safe doing? Any trades, Safe? All right, guys. So, consistency is a product of emotional consistency, and we are consistent by preparing adequately in the morning. And that's how we're doing it. One day at a time, not a lot of volume, and just being very precise within my kill zone of that, that hour and a half max in our trading day. So feeling good about it, and we will see you bright and early Tuesday morning. You guys have a blessed one.